Okay, I'm going to have to keep talking over this. This is a song of Wu Yang, the first Pandaren explorer. I can't understand any words. The song is written in the Old Tongue, the language of emperors and scholars. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore. What is the song about? It is all about his adventures. Brave Wu Yang set out to explore the world on the back of a sea turtle. Does anyone remember the turtle's name? Yin. Now there's cycling. Well, almost. That's right. The turtle was called Shinsen Su. At first, he was only big enough for Wu Yang to sit on. He grew and grew and grew so big that now some people call him the Wandering Isle. What? So yes, now it's cycled. And there's something back here I want to say. Oh yes, this part here reminded me of something. There's a character in Fallout New Vegas, and I love his story. I can't remember his name right now. And I also do kind of like that little song there. It sounds cool. Yeah, I like it. But anyway, the character in Fallout New Vegas, I can't remember his name, but you never meet him. He's dead 200 years before you encounter him. You find his diaries and his body. He survived the nuking. And how much detail should I go into? I'm not sure. But basically, he survived like all the nukes that went off and whatnot. He was out near Mount Zion National Park when the nukes, and he was driving home when the nukes went off. He managed to take shelter in a cave. There were supplies there. So they were going to be doing some work or something, so there'd been some supplies already there. And he survived with them. He ended up leaving the cave. He tried to save some people. They got killed. He killed some other people to try to save others. He ended up falling in love. Oh, actually, I'm trying to brief summary here because I feel like an ass. Just that singing is actually really distracting me. Basically, I feel like muting this. I don't want. I want to focus on what I'm saying, so I tell the story correctly. But I don't want to be stopping here to do so. So I'm torn here. Basically, there's a lot of details to it, but the details that's relevant here, he was saying like he, put his umbrella down, closed his eyes, and died there. The guy's story, after spending like the last 16 years of his life watching over some children that escaped from some place. They've called it school, and the principal. It's Fallout. There's plenty of nutters. Like one nutter I know in Fallout 4 called himself the mayor. He was just in charge of a ton of slavers. But anyway, the group of children escaped someplace, and he spent 16 years watching over them like a guardian angel, kind of thing, with a sniper rifle. So if anyone came to harm them, they would come to regret it quite quickly. And he would leave little gifts and notes dedicated to each of them, and whatnot. And he knew that when they grew up, they would find the cave he used to stay in. So, and he'd end up building up a little bit of a mythos around. Like, he would give him like he would just he would address, name himself on all the little letters, but he would just call himself the father or something a little weird. But he was figured it would be a bit disappointing to see an old, dead guy as the father, so he just left his cave, went off to another part of the mountain, put his pack down, lit up, looked at the sky, and passed away. So yeah, that's what this reminded me of. But yeah, it's really good. It's a really good story. I just always like it. I sometimes listen to the Ent Apple's video on it, and it's always nice to rehear it. I would advise, listening to the video, reading it on the wiki, or, go and find those terminals yourself. because it is actually a really good story, you know. I'll look up the name right now. It'll only take me a brief second. Fallout New Vegas. Randall Clark. That's the guy's name. Look, if you look him up, he's in the Honest Hearts DLC. That's the only where he appears, apparently. So yeah. Then again, maybe they're referring to you finding his body and not his terminals. I doubt that's the case, though. It's probably needs that DLC to find anything relating to him. But yeah, I would advise, you know, take a listen, you know, read that. I just really like that story. It's very sweet, very sad. And the brief summary I gave of some of those points doesn't do it justice, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. It just, it was just a brief little thing just to get to that later on point that I was wanted to get to, basically. But yeah. So, moving on. Also, if you want me to do Fallout New Vegas at some stage, don't worry, I plan on it. I actually really want to play it, mainly because I'm terrible coming up with one-liners, but I've actually thought of one. In it, you can side with a guy called Mr. House. He runs New Vegas. So all I can think of is, you know, like, sorry, but the house always wins. You know, the gambling thing. Yeah, that. It's the best one-liner I can think of. And, you know, all me, I didn't just have to steal it from someone else. Like, you know, I didn't just go to, you know, look, you know, watch Commando and start writing down Arnie's lines. Or, you know, Arnie movies and just steal his lines. It'd be weird if I did. It'd just be like I'm, you know, trying to be a badass one-liner and it's just like, put the cookie down! Wait, sorry, wrong line. Forget about it. Anyway, the amount of time Aisha, I keep forgetting her name. Aisha, Zaraya, went to school to go by that name. Wonder what she's up to now. Aisha. The amount of time Aisha spends practicing seems excessive, but you can't deny the results. Her form is beautiful. Maybe you should talk to her. Aisha, I don't know what to say to her. Should I tell her that she's gorgeous, or would she find that creepy? Maybe I should tell her that I admire her poise, but then she might think I don't have any personality. Isn't the only crime in action, mate? Yanae, Yanae, give me a hug. Our parting was not so long this time. I quite prefer it that way. You're working with Aisha, have you not? You've been working with Aisha, have you not? Our disciplines have always kept us apart, so I know little of her. Watching her perform her exercises now, must confess that she possesses a grace and discipline that is strangely alluring. There are more pressing thoughts, though, aren't they? Yanae, let's take care of this monkey problem while we search for Den Fang. The Fang. It's probably Death Fang or something. Yanae, you must help Elder Xiaopai. There are a few more deserving of our kindness. They're on the way here. You surely noticed the scrolls of wisdom hanging in the grotto to the south. The Hozen have defiled many of them, and sadly, they're not recoverable. With this, we will deal with this problem directly. Burn the defiled scrolls. Wipe the Hozen writings away entirely. Do not worry for Elder Xiaopai. People will come together and help him rewrite the wisdoms in time. I shall see to that. It sounds like he's gonna, like, you know, beat them up if they don't do it. You shall rewrite the wisdoms, or I will beat your ass. Okay. Sorry, that started coming out weird. I was trying to do a Nixon voice. Well, not Nixon, just maybe it was. It was half-assed, but it was like I was trying to put on this particular twang, you know?
You have the eyes
But regardless.
of one who has traveled much.
Ooh, that's a cool robe, all the writing on it. Cool. Looks like just general WoW glyphs, rather than anything special. Then again, maybe I'm wrong. The Hozen have stolen our brushes and are painting over our scrolls of wisdom with their own wisdoms, if you can call them that. If you're here to help, stop them and bring back our brushes before they can do more harm. Just seeing scrolls of wisdom, all I can think of is, like, those bastards. How are you gonna ID gear now? I've been playing a few action RPGs. Diablo 3, which is coming out as a present. At present. It's like time recording. Path of Exile, and recently Grim Dawn. I'll be revisiting both Grim Dawn and Path of Exile, not in that order, in reverse order, when their expansions come out. Path of Exile is coming out in a couple months, June, July, while Grim Dawn is coming out, I believe, sometime after. Thousand Boat Bash. The citizens of Azeroth need a break. Let's go boating in Thousand Needles. I'm just expecting to, like, oh, there's Kel'Thuzad down there. There's, you know, some random satyr group. What the? Here, one sec. Hello, mates, and I'm back. Hello, folks. I'm not sure which I prefer. I think hello, folks. Anyway, recording locally, recording locally. Line across, line there, line that way, line that way, line that way. All is good. Sorry, I have to just, as a OCD thing, I have to, like, describe out the mic to myself, because I don't believe, like, without doing that, I'm paranoid, like, what if there's a line across it, and somehow I can't see it? It's just an OCD thing. Or at least a me OCD thing. Just curious about the different events here. So anyway, gather me some stone blocks from the ridge of Laughing Winds to the south. You've seen my strength twice, yet I still spy doubt within your eyes. It will not last.
Until next time.
He's just gonna give himself a concussion, you know? Or smash his own head open at some stage. I am gonna headbutt Situn to death. And then he just walks away with, you know, 5 new eyes and a tendril sprouting from him. The eyes are himself, either or. Oh, Christ. Painted red. Painted red. Covered in paint. I want to make a joke about the Rolling Stones song Painted Black, but don't pull own tail when there are other tails to pull. Good advice. But I just can't find the words. Steal a banana from Hozen. Expect an angry Hozen. Sorry, expect a hangry Hozen. My God, it's hard to say that. It came out as a hangry Hozen. And it's just like, my God. We already know that. Wisdom. So yeah, we'll basically beat a few monkeys to death for vandalizing. My God, do they have strict punishments here? Oh, you committed vandalism, eh? Well, I'm gonna beat you to death with me bare fists. Oh, I will need some linen scraps, you see. So I'm gonna beat you to death with me fists. Oh, I don't like the cut of your gym, mate. I'm gonna beat you to death with me fists. It's like, my God. And here we thought there was a brutality issue in America. My God. Even Draco is just like, my God, people, chill out. For those who don't know who I'm referencing, Draco was a Greek king. He's where we get the name, the word draconian from. He was known for executing people for being lazy, to stealing. He is famed for saying, "If only I could think of a worse punishment for the greater crimes." Rather than issuing a lesser punishment for the lesser crimes, he just wants to issue a greater punishment for the greater crimes. But because he can't think of a better one than death, he just sticks at killing people. There's actually a story before. The Greeks had some leader that they hated. But he set up some people to attack him. He hired some people to, attack him on the way to an event. And the people, upon seeing their leader battered and bruised and a bit bloody, well, possibly bloody, I don't know if they went quite that far, but he was already, he was clearly roughed up. They flocked to protect him. It's quite a crafty move, really. Peel banana first, eat second. I am not a crook. I can do a few accents, but the Nixon voice is not one of the ones I can do. It's more of a weird way of saying things than anything else. Also, this guy's marked down as a boss. Wonder why. You see, I can't use the dungeon journal yet. Huh, that's disappointing. I was hoping I could look it up, but actually I could look it up on my phone and say, fuck the police. Actually I remember seeing a thing online. It was a dating thing. A guy was in his cop uniform, and he was saying, if you ever said, fuck the police, well, now here's your chance. I was just like, well fucking done. Yeah, you only ever see him here on the islands. And that's it. You don't see him any other time. So it's weird he's marked as a boss, but okay. I do not wish to disparage the Hozen for their aspirations. Each race must walk its own path. In this moment, however, they're bringing harm to our bodies and our culture. There is a line that cannot be crossed. I am thankful, young one. I will soon begin the slow task of documenting all our wisdoms again, so that the scrolls can be hung for the benefit of all to come.
Family, friends.
And here is the a fuse, a fast and efficient spell, healing the target for 40. The strength of body cannot exist without the strength of the mind. Good. My head, it is stronger than the strongest stone. Step back and let me dispel your doubts.
Goodbye.
These are the densest stones across all of Shensen-su. Yet they are as nothing before my mighty head. Any who yet doubt my strength are simply foolish. He's got a strong head. I'll give him that. You're a good woman, Yanae. You have proven you've proven that again and again, and I'm glad to stand beside you. Gloves of Verity. Alright. Don't know what that means. The direct solution. Alright, Yanae. This is the second time we've had to deal with rampaging Hozen. I think it's time we take care of the problem the Hozen way. No more patience, no more meditation. We go to the source. We're going into the Hozen village to the north. We're punishing those smelly troublemakers. I've been looking forward to a chance to fight by your side again, Yanae. Kill 20. Do no evil. Yanae, I need you to understand that the Hozen way is not the way of violence. When fighting is needed, we will not hesitate. When fighting is not needed, neither do we instigate. However, the direct solution is often cutting the head off the snake, as they say. The Hozen have a leader instigating these attacks. If we remove Rock, we won't have to wipe out the Hozen entirely. I know you're not a Hauji, Hozen, but are you with me in what must be done?